Okay, so we are at episode number 3. Today we're going to be talking about bird and kick. Okay, before we start, I have a little bit of confession. Um, Previous episodes, I thought I was using my microphone, but it so happened that I was using the gaming headphones. So I'm sorry. Now I'm properly using the microphone. I hope this sounds better. If it's not, let me know if I should just use the same mic that I used in episode 2. But today we're talking about bird and kick, which is this move. Woo-hoo. Now, this move, this pleasing freaking move, is one of the most complicated shit that Crimson Viper has going for. I will explain. Now, 3 variations on the ground: light, medium, heavy. Now, obviously light is fastest at 23 frames, medium 25, heavy 27, and OD 8 frames, super quick, the drill. Now here is the thing. The grounded versions has extensions. The airborne version, which mind you, starts up like the frame data is in reverse. Like for grounded, light is the fastest, heaviest is the slowest, but for the airborne, light is the slowest and heavy is the fastest. That's how it is. So you're gonna get used to the fact that on the ground, if you're using the ground version of burn kick, this heavy is the slowest, but if you're in the air version, the heavy is the fastest. Now, if you're going to be doing the super jump cancel, if you cancel it early, you'll get the grounded version because there are 4 pre-jump frames, and if you do this is the ground version, even though it consumed 1 drive bar. And you might think that you're getting this, but you'll be getting this. Nope. Yeah, you'll be getting that, and you are -2. And also the frame data is different based on which freaking one you get. The normal one is always -2, always. It doesn't cross up, and if you cross up, it's also -2 because there is additional recovery frame if you climb over your opponent and you don't hit them. You even get an additional minus. So if you do that, now if you notice the air one, 39 recovery, but if I jump over them, 46. So there is risk to doing burn kicks, which is of course for balance's sake works, but you just have to know whenever you're throwing on this move what you are putting out there, so you don't get yourself royally screwed over. Now, thing is, the grounded one is always -2 on block, but if you fly from a distance, like it doesn't matter, it's always -2. Now where the differences come in if when you start doing the air version low to the ground, thanks to super jump, because you can do a Tiger Knee version and it's even more minus than the grounded version. Although it can be spaced, not that spacing, and it would be 0 at best. But if you do a super jump version, you are -2. If you go for the back, you are 0. And you go for the back. Oh, you're +3. Okay, we go for the back. Oops. Oh. Okay, I think. Oh, there. +4. Ladies and gentlemen, you're plus and in range of down medium kick, or medium kicks actually. So you can just throw this out and throw out a medium kick, and if they press anything, they'll get caught. So essentially, up close, standard berry kick, -2. Doesn't really matter which version, they're all -2. But when you start leapfrogging into the air, we go from -4, -2. Okay, stop doing that. Okay, so if you tiger knee without super jump, you're getting between -4 to -2, which honestly, -4 is unsafe. You can be punished by a 4-frame jab. So no matter what, you want to be getting those super jump boosted versions into the tiger knee version. And even if you don't get the tiger knee version, just get the super jump. Ooh, that is -6. Oh my god. So if you're not doing the super jump close to the ground tiger knee versions, you're basically better off just tossing out this version and be, -2. Although it's not necessarily difficult to do the tiger knee super jump version, but you have to understand some principles first. For the super jump, you have to, after your first down input, you have 7 frames to input up for it to be considered a super jump cancel. Like this is 10 frames and it didn't work. 12, no, 12. This is 10 frames and I said engage super jump. I have to do it on the 7 frames after my first down input. Now for the tiger knee version, if you perform this move down quarter circle forward, burn kick is held in buffer for 10 frames. After 10 frames, you get that. But if you're doing it under 10 frames, sure thing, burn kick will come out. So now think about it. You have 7 frames to go from down to up. 7, 8 frames to go from down to up. Now, if you're performing down forward, once you hit down, the 7 frame starts ticking. The 7 frame starts ticking once you press down the first frame. Now, all the way to forward has to be done before 7 frame elapses, or you're not going to get the super jump. So if you're fast enough, you do down, diagonal, down, forward, forward in under 7 frames, and you hit up. Now that's 2 frames gone, and you now have 8 frames to press your kick, or else you get that. So keep that in mind as you're practicing. You have 7 frames for your super jump. You have 10 frames for your quarter circle forward input to be registered for you to get it. And also know that this bloody game has 4 pre-jump frames. No, 4 pre-jump frames that you're not even leaving the ground. So so in that first 4 pre-jump frames, they're getting the grounded super jump cancelled birdie kick. So 10 minus 4, you have like basically a 5-6 frame window to get your aerial burn kicks that fly halfway across the screen. Don't let all this information, be daunting. It can be done, but just know that if you don't practice this, it's gonna get you slaughtered. But when you practice it, it's the best feeling in the world to be like flying across your opponent and feeling like a boss. But in tense situations, just know that it might probably drop this like 20% of the time, and it's definitely okay. Now, things you have to know is that in the corner, wait, do I still have this set to throw? Okay. In the corner, okay, before I talk about the corner, I will talk about the burn kick versions. The ground one, you have options to extend them two ways, either extending them to the punch or extending them to the kick. Remember, similar to Thunder Dash, 2 punch buttons and for the punch version and 2 kicks for the kick version. This one you don't have to hold forward, unlike the Thunder Knuckle. You just press 2 punches for the punch follow-up, 2 kicks for the kick follow-up. Now, the punch version leaves you at plus 23. Kick version will most times whiff unless you what's the condition again? Of a drive impact combo, you can combo into it if I remember correctly. Did I not remember correctly? Huh. Huh. Although there is a situation that you can combo that kick, but it's not really for combo on hit. The magic comes on block. You're +2. So you take your -2 and convert it into +2. But if you notice on the screen, there's a 2-frame gap. So this is going to catch your opponent if they try to jab you, for instance, or if they try to jump out. Oh, why is that? That is on punish counter. Sorry. 40 frames? Oh, sorry. 40 frames and 40 frames. So basically, it's super safe, but it loses to anti-air specials, obviously. So Ryu, yep, we shall be punished. Now, whether Ryu can do that shit on reaction is another story. But don't do the punch one, because punch one is super minus. So is there doing that, or if your opponent starts respecting your -2, you can do this instead and be +2. Now, this is one way to be super mega plus. Another way is to, oh, by the way, if on hit, you can always combo to the punch version, and I believe the light version combos off a medium down medium punch, yeah, just like that. So you can basically max down medium punch range. You can do that, and to always connect. So it's one of those things that you can just put out there, and you can confirm it on hit. And if they block it, it's -2, and you're like half the world away. although there's a gap in between. So it's all about managing, the mental stack and have your answers if your opponent is getting, overly comfortable. Then always cancel this instead, because this one has no gap. And yeah, no gaps in the medium one. So you have to mix it up. Let your opponent guess. Take them to the left, take them to the right, mix the shit up. Now, the atrocious burn kick is the OD one. The air OD one. +2. +4. Oh, I'm still plus. Then if you do it from range, that's when +4. +6. +7. So you can basically use this and start your pressure with down heavy. Yep. Yep. I'm doing it too fast. And my hands suddenly can do jump kicks. Jesus Christ. Yeah, you can do that on cheese and don't worry so much about techniques. What I do is I do down up and I do manually the down forward motion. So it's like down up and shuriken. So I don't embarrass myself trying to tag a knee. So OD air one kick, super duper plus. Extra plus. So that's your, don't want to play neutral? Ooh, Yakasha. In front of them. +4. No range. And surprise, surprise. See Viper. Bloody throw loops. She's +7. So oh boy. So another thing you should know about burning kick is apart from the extra recovery, is it doesn't change directions even if you cross up your opponent with a jump. It doesn't change directions, so you can't jump over, then burn kick and fly over them again. Viper keeps on going in the direction of a jump. So it's a bad thing and a good thing, because you can't double mix them up like Rashid. But what that means is that once Viper manually jumps over you and does the burn kick, she's nowhere near you. You see? He just keeps on where she's facing. Now, this comes in most evident in throw loop situations. Like if I try to press, alright, throw loop. But if I jump out, do it again, I'm like full screen away. But be careful though, even though you're flying full screen, as you can see, you're pretty much like -57, and characters with super long range level 3s like JP, like Kami, they can catch up with you. Ryu with level 1 can catch up with you. Although you can, do this and not go far. Oops, sorry. I did that way too early. Oops. What the hell? Ah. Oops. Troll looped. I'm getting troll looped, please. So, you can just super jump out of there. You don't have to burn kick though, but burn kick just gets you out of tough situations. So that's pretty much it. And oh, sorry, another thing, you can use burn kick to get out of dodge and turn any situation to basically a burn kick mix-up. even like it. Oops. Yeah, I need to practice this shit a little more. So what's happening is because I'm pressing down medium kick, the hit stop is basically eating up my tiger knee input. So in order to do down medium to burn kick, the one that crosses up, I have to press down medium kick, press down again, then tiger knee. But my brain is not used to it. Not yet, anyway. So basically, jump canceling the burn kick, you have to keep in mind what you're jump canceling out of. For light, it doesn't really matter because there is very little hits. So with light kick, for instance, you can just basically do it almost immediately. But for buttons like heavy punch, see, you have to delay and wait for the hit stop to almost run out before you jump cancel. If not, you will get this a lot. Trust me, you'll get this a lot. So you have to delay, then you can get the burn kick. So that's one more thing. For this, not that one. For this can be very difficult because you are performing the hard kick into the grounded version of the OD burn kick. Once again, hit stop is going to screw you over a lot of the time if you want to perform, let's say, see? Like if you don't wait for that bloody hit stop, you keep getting super jump into emptiness because the hit fucking is eating away at your bloody frames. So just know you're going to do this. Be patient, wait for the hit stop to almost run out, and you should be able to, get that to work before I get myself tilted on my classroom video. So that's basically the, all you need to know on. Oh, sorry, one more thing. Burn kicks apparently it's airborne frames. Sorry about that. So because they are -2, if you ever read the projectile, don't do that. You can jump over it with the heavy version, or you can, hop over it almost on reaction, and it will punish, or at least get yourself close enough to fly over projectiles. So that is pretty much what I want to show you, and pretty much all I got on burning kick. Oh yeah, OD burning kick is also very good if you are starting out, because you can always perform seismo, any seismo, into OD burning kick into level 2 or level 3. For beginners, that's the surefire way to get your damage up, because you can just do something like this. Into level 3 or into level 2. So essentially, if you're starting out, your punish dump combo will be something like this. or use OD. It's very simple, very beginner friendly. There's no drive rush, there's no lot of castles, and you get decent damage. So that's it on what you need to know beginner wise for burning kicks. Sorry for making this drag on again, but come on, I gotta be thorough. So you have yourself a wonderful day, and I'll do the same. Till the next one.